Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to do a little bonus tag video for you. I think tags can be really fun. So I saw my friend Katie Marie do this tag, so if you didn't see hers, I'll link hers down below. But I believe, at least she said in her video, the tag creator was Danielle Schmidt. So I will post her video in my description box as well, so you can check her original video out. If you haven't done this tag already by any chance and you have a channel, then feel free to do this one as well. I did a collab with Katie like a month ago, almost 2 months ago, something like that. And so I can link our collab videos down below so you can see those if you haven't seen them. But let's just get into the tag. This is the My Makeup Habits tag. I have the questions right here on my computer, so I'm just gonna go through them with you. So the first question is, how often do you wear a full face of makeup? Well, this definitely, it depends on the week that I have, but I would say maybe half of the week. The thing about my day, at least right now, because things change all the time with a toddler, very often I don't wear makeup for the first half of the day, and then when my daughter naps, I get in a workout, shower, and then I do my makeup. So of course then sometimes I'll film or whatever, you know, but of course if I don't have to film or if I'm not going anywhere the second half of the day, sometimes I just don't feel like it. Sometimes I put on a little bit of makeup in the first part of the day before she gets up in the morning, but very often that's kind of a light makeup thing, so I may not even put on foundation. I may just sort of spot conceal, put on some mascara, brows, you know, some of that stuff, depending on how much time I have. But as far as a full face of makeup, yeah, I'd say maybe half of the week, and it's usually halfway through the day. The second question is, your everyday makeup look more neutral or more colorful? Well, if we're talking everyday as far as like, you know, this makeup that I put on to like go out and do things with my daughter, well, probably more neutral, but I do both. I do colorful, I do neutral. If you had asked me last year, maybe I would say more neutral, but I've been definitely trying to do more colorful looks this year, and I've been having so much fun doing that. And so I think that I'm more colorful now than I ever was, but I still kind of do a balance. I still like to do more neutral looks and as well as more colorful looks. So again, if we're talking about every day as far as like just sort of what I would do, you know, without thinking about it, then it would be more neutral. But if I'm doing a full face of makeup, then we don't know. So number 3, how long does it take you to do your go-to makeup look? I wouldn't say that I really have a go-to makeup look. I really try to do different things every time. That's kind of the fun to me. But if I'm doing a makeup look that I've done before, something, you know, that I feel like I don't have to think about it too much, it really depends on how much time I have, let's be honest, but I could probably do that look in, you know, 10-15 minutes if I really had to. But I like to take time to do my makeup if I have the time. So, you know, I stretch it out sometimes just because I want to, but if I had to limit it, then my go-to, I could get done in 10 to 15 minutes, I would say. The next question is, do you apply your foundation before or after you've done your eyeshadow? Well, historically, I have always done my foundation first, and I still typically do that most of the time, but I really do like it better when I do my eyes first. Sometimes I worry about doing that just because I don't know how much time I'm gonna have, and I don't wanna run out of time to do my face, because at the end of the day, I love eyeshadow, but my face is going to be the most important to me. You know, I don't mind my face being done and then I have to leave my eyes blank. I can always just pop on a quick coat of mascara. So that's sometimes the issue that I have. I worry that I'm gonna run out of time if I do my eyes first, but I really do enjoy the look that I get if I do my eyes first. I feel like I can clean everything up a lot easier. I feel like I get a lot less fallout. So I definitely do my foundation first usually, but I'm trying to go in the other direction. I'm trying to change my ways a little bit. Number 5 is, what are some bad makeup habits that you have that you can't stop doing? Well, definitely not washing my brushes as much. I mean, that's kind of an obvious one, I think. I think a lot of people have that issue. I definitely do. It's just not something that I want to spend my time doing, and my time is so limited and valuable. So that's one, but I feel like that's kind of obvious. So I wanted to talk about one that is less obvious. And when I'm doing my concealer, when I'm doing eyeshadow or other things on my lower lash line, I'm really bad about doing that. And, you know, I want to not do that because I feel like I'm creating more wrinkles because every time I'm doing my makeup, I'm scrunching up my forehead, and it's a terrible habit. It's so, like, I can't break it. I even see myself doing it and I'm like, stop doing that. But I just almost can't not do it. I don't know. I'm really struggling with this one, but I'm really trying to change it because I feel like I'm getting, I mean, of course I'm going to get wrinkles and that's okay, but I feel like I'm giving myself more wrinkles because I do that. So I'm really trying to stop that. I know it's a horrible habit. Number 6, do you use beauty influencer techniques or your own techniques to apply your makeup? I would say it's a mixture. I would say probably mostly it's beauty influencer techniques, just because I feel like I've learned a lot watching YouTube through the years. And so a lot of the times I'm using things that I've learned how to do, you know, from watching videos, but I still have, you know, just sort of the basic things that I've kind of learned how to do on my own. None of it is like revolutionary, but there's certainly things that I've seen people do that I don't really love to do, and, you know, things that I've learned that, you know, work better than others on my skin or, you know, my eyes or whatever. But so I would say it's a mixture, but for the most part, I probably do things that I've learned how to do on YouTube. That's the beauty of YouTube. Number 7, what is the one step in your makeup routine that takes the longest to complete? Yeah, definitely my eyeshadow. That takes me the longest just because I like to play around, and I sometimes say that I'm gonna do a really, like, oh, I'm just gonna put a little bronzer in my crease or whatever, and then of course it takes much longer to do than that. But so if I skip my eyeshadow, my routine is so much faster. That just takes me the longest, but more because I choose to make it the longest because I like playing around with my eyeshadow, so that's why. All right, so this one's a 2-parter. So the first part is, what is one step in your makeup routine that you're okay with skipping? And then the second part is, what's one step that you will never skip? So one step that I'm okay with skipping, I guess contouring. I like to contour, but I can also sort of put my bronzer in a way that it like almost contours, but like not really contouring. So that's one that I'm okay with skipping. I like the way that a contour looks. I have a very light contour going on. And I like the way that it shapes my face because I definitely have high cheekbones, but, you know, I don't know. I like the shape that it gives my face. But I can skip it. It's not the end of the world. But one thing that I don't skip, of course, this isn't something that I'm talking about if I'm not wearing any makeup at all, but if I'm going to put on anything, the one thing that I always do is conceal my under eyes. Now, sometimes that could just mean my corrector. I use the Bobbi Brown corrector. I've talked about it before. I love that thing. Sometimes it's as simple as that. But if it's not that, it's, you know, concealing. I always conceal my under eyes. Sometimes I need it more than others, you know. I'm a busy mom, but that's the one thing that if I'm going to do some makeup, I always correct underneath my eyes. Number 9, what type of makeup looks are out of your comfort zone? I would say more like artistic, you know, creative looks, you know, certainly ones that have like intense cut creases or graphic liners or things like that. I'm starting to work on trying to do cut creases because I love the way that they look, and I'm getting better at it. I mean, I think if anything's out of your comfort zone, you just have to practice it. That's, you know, it all just takes practice. And you know, people come to me and tell me that, you know, they wish that they were as good as I was, which is crazy to me because I feel that way about other people that I watch. And so there's always someone that you're gonna feel like is better than you at something like makeup. And, you know, it just takes practice. You know, I feel like I am definitely way better at makeup than I was, you know, a few years ago, even last year, but I'm not as good as I could be in future years. So it just always takes practice. But yeah, I would say definitely the more challenging looks, those are out of my comfort zone. Okay, number 10, do you wear matte liquid lipstick, cream lipstick, gloss, or a mixture? Definitely a mixture. But the funny thing is that I have been into matte lips for years. Like, that was almost exclusively what I wore. Maybe some cream lipsticks and, you know, like occasionally glosses, but I was mostly wearing matte liquid lipsticks. Now I'm really into glosses again. So I've never been a person who wears only one type, but I definitely was leaning more towards the matte lips in you know, previous years, and these days I'm really into glosses. Number 11, if you could only wear one shade of lipstick for the rest of your life, what would it be? Ugh, I know this is gonna be so boring, but a pinky nude. A more neutral pinky nude, I would say. Not something that's too peachy and not something that's too pink. But yeah, that's the way that I would go. Number 12, do you highlight and contour your face? I really don't highlight, and they mean by like, you know, highlighting like that, not like that kind of highlight. That kind of highlight, obviously I do every single time. But the contour and highlight, I do contour, not all the time, like I mentioned before, but I definitely do that. Highlighting, I've kind of gotten away from that. I feel like it's not quite as flattering as I've gotten older. But yeah, that's what I do. And then the last question, what is the one step in your makeup routine that makes you feel the most complete? Mascara, definitely mascara. If I don't put anything else on my face, I know I said that corrector was the one thing, but still, I feel like mascara makes me look like I am put together. It just has a magical effect. Even if it's just one light coat on my top lashes, it makes such a difference. All right, everyone, so that is it for this little quick tag video. I hope you enjoyed this fun bonus video. Let me know in the comments below some of your answers for these questions or what you think about my answers. I had a lot of fun doing this one. If you like this video, please make sure and give it a big thumbs up. That really does help out my channel so much. If you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I upload videos every Monday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Time, so definitely make sure and tune in for those, and of course, bonus videos. So subscribe, please, and I really hope to see you next time. Bye.